Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your February reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Mejah. Let's see what's going on in February for you. It's always wise to check back to the reading about mid-month, because then the guidance will probably apply to you even more. Alright, Sag, let's see what's going on for you. Have I told you that you are basically my favorite sign? Alright, all my greatest loves have been Sagittarius. Let's see. And a lot of best friends being Sagittarius too. Alright, let's see. Sorceress, powers, ritual, will. In the past, throughout the month, we have Duira, healer, nourishment, nurture. Advice card, we have Awen, gift, divine inspiration, awakening. Leaving the month, we have Otherworld, veil, illness, transition. Overall energy, we have She Who Laughs, humor, perspective, mirth. And we have Blood Month under the deck, sacrifice, offerings, decision. Whoa, so clearly you are letting go of something. And it's an intentional release, okay? Let me just get comfy. It's an intentional release, because with the Blood Month, it's like we're taking stock of everything in our life and decide what is worthy to have a place in our life, and where do we want to put our energy, what feeds our energy versus what drains us, okay? So just looking at like what helps you in life and what's like hindering you, and you're choosing to let go of it. You're letting go of everything that's like weighing you down and doesn't bring you joy and happiness. And there's a very healing energy in this. You've already set the intention coming into the month, so you might have been doing this in January, or that's like linked to the new moon in Aquarius of some sort, depending on like where it's like hitting your houses in astrology in your birth chart. But the intention has been set, and there's this healing energy going on throughout the month, and there's like this divine inspiration, this awakening to all these things that I think you're setting the intention first, like you know where you want to go this year and beyond, and then you're like detecting, you're having an awakening to things that just don't serve you anymore, and you're releasing it. There might be like a little time of transition, because like when we release things, you know, like with breakups and stuff, like you might care for a person, you might be used to having that person around, but then you know they're not good for you, and you ending up having to cut them off. And there's this transition period where it's like it's hard, and it's easy to go back to the past, but you know you shouldn't, you know. So it's like that transition period before it gets better. And also, like for example, if you would leave a job, and then there's like this uncomfortable space between, you know, your old job and new job, or like your success with your new venture or whatever it is, or like the house move, you know, the transition period. Everything is like a little bit difficult. Like it can bring a lot of hope, you know, because you're clearing the slate, but it's like that dualistic energy, right? So, but you know that this is the right way to go. Spiritual service. All right. So what I'm getting from that is that, you know, life path as well. The changes that are made in your life right now has to do with your spiritual journey, like your you know, your life here on earth, where you're going, where you're heading. And it might be that you're feeling called to do a different job, like more aligned with why you are here. It could be you going back to a place where you've been called to go, and that is aligned with why you're here. It's basically in your, you know, birth chart blueprint, I would say, your karmic destiny here. So the changes that are taking place right now, they are aligned with you and your journey here, okay? maintain your childlike spirit. All right, so what I'm getting from this as well, because you know, in this life path card, it's the child in there, right? The baby. So again, I feel like it's just something that laughter as well. You're seeking the joy. You're seeking things that, you know, maybe even going back to like, what did I want to do when I was little? What was natural for me? What was I always doing? Like for me, like I don't know how you guys played, but I was always like planning on opening a store. Like that was what I was doing. That was fun to me, like planning to open a business. And obviously I became my own business owner and have an online shop, and now I also manage a shoe store. You know, that I was just offered like that. But it's just, you know, it has to be aligned with who you are. Like, so think back, what would you like what did you like to do? Like, were you always like dancing, always acting, always painting? Were you always, you know, planning parties? Or like, what was it that you were doing that you were like naturally good at and had the knack of, and knack to do, or whatever it's called, and that brings you joy, so it's like work doesn't feel like work, right? I feel like you're reconnecting to this. So it's like reconnecting to what came naturally for you as you were a child, or that you wanted to become when you grew up. I think it's cute, you know, in like VPK, you hear like the kids are like, when I grow up, I want to be this. And I remember my oldest son on his VPK graduation, and he was like, my boy was like, I want to be a chef. And everywhere he went when we were little, like when he was little, I could take him to like Tampa Zoo and everything. I was like, what was the best part? And he was like, the restaurant. And I could take him to Busch Gardens. I was like, what was the best part? The restaurant. So, you know, he probably want to work with food at some point of his life, right? And then another boy at that class, in his VPK class, is like, what do you want to, like, when I grow up, I want to be a dad. And everyone's like, oh. So his main thing is probably going to be family, you know, raising a family. His biggest pride and joy is going to be building a family, becoming a father, right? So I think it's important to just look back to, and I always wanted to be a mom, by the way, like, you know, from like when I was like teenager, like motherhood was like always like, okay, that's for me. And I have 4 kids. So, but you know, just like maybe take some time if you don't already like know it, like, or maybe this is just like, you know what, like, yeah, that's why I'm like still drawn to this, then this is your call to like, yeah, go for it. Because like whatever feeds you, like you get energy from it, and when you have good energy, money is going to be attracted to it, opportunity is going to be attracted to it. So, you know, don't go places where you're miserable, and don't stay in places where you're miserable. You know, life is too short for you to just like waste it. And clearly you have like a story to line up with here in this life. Wisdom. Yeah. And I think that's very, you know, simplicity. Yeah, keep it simple. You know what you like, you know what you don't like, what doesn't feed you. So just get with the program is basically what I'm saying. All right, let's see one more of these cards, and then we dig into some tarot. I love this reading for you, Sag, honestly. I love, like, that is, you know, like some people are very into like the healing process and have like sister circles where people can like share their troubles and, you know, heal together. And I'm like, yeah, I did that shit on my own. I like, for me it's always solutions. Like, if you don't feel good, like, what can you do to make it better? Like, I want to see people empowered. I want to see people make good choices in their life. I want to see them become the best versions of themselves. And sure, we have to do like shadow work, go through our traumas, go through our like bad sides, and, you know, like everything. But like, don't get stuck in that stuff. And I find some people are just, you know, everybody has their place in this world. Some people are just here to do, you know, facilitate with the healing and being that space for people who can open up and work through situations and things, right? And I'm the person who will help you when you've done a lot of the healing, when you want to go, you know, that's me. I'm your cheerleader. I'm your hype person. Otter spirit, you are never alone. All right, so there's definitely support going on around you. Be peace, like, as well, like, you don't have to, like, the changes you're making, you don't have to stress, okay, because the support are going to line up with you as long as you are aligned in your inner. Okay, so a lot of chakra music, a lot of like spiritual frequency music and stuff is going to help you, and to daily, you know, align with your path, you know, and not be scared when you can't see it, you know, when you can't see it all come together right away, because there's gonna be this little transition period here, and it's important that you stay with the faith, you know, knowing that the universe is gonna bring you this. Now when you're taking the leap, you're having an awakening that this life, you don't want to have that, you know, you want to go towards all this good stuff, okay, that's meant for you. The devil poked up too, and so again, like, don't go back to things out of fear, you know, and don't stay in things with fear, because it keeps you like discontent, complacent. All right, there's a bigger life for you out there, bigger community, bigger love, bigger passions, bigger work, you know, they're gonna bring you so much joy. Queen of Pentacles reversed, Seven of Swords reversed, Death, Queen of Swords reversed, Seven of Cups, Four of Cups, yeah. Five of Pentacles, Three of Cups reversed, Three of Pentacles reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed, and Temperance. Temperance again is like the transition is like you're not as harsh as the transition, but it's more about doing a little bit every day to stay in balance and to continue moving forward little by little. But you do have the Death card here as well, so you're definitely going through this. You're not kidding yourself anymore, like you're not fooling yourself anymore with the situation they have in that's draining you, and you're stopping working on it. But I think there's gonna be this, you know, period of time when you're lacking the finances or the community or the partner, you know, you might feel like you're being exiled. It's coming through, like you might break away from even like friend group that just maybe they just go out party all the time, and you don't want to do that because you want to, you know, build your dreams, or you're moving somewhere else and you're like completely new in the city or the town and you're feeling alone, you know. It's that energy that you don't have people, but you, like Otter Spirit is saying, you're never alone, and your first person or first team is your spirit team on the other side. Okay, speak to them, you know, and that will comfort you, hopefully, after a while when you get used to talking to them. Advice card here, Seven of Cups with Four of Cups. Yeah, don't stay stuck in daydreaming here, because you know what you're having right now, like what you've had, it just keeps you not truly fulfilled. Don't get stuck in like, oh, if I make a change, maybe this will go bad, blah blah blah. Don't be scared of this transition, because to get to the other side, you have to go through this transition, right? Otherwise you're just gonna stay stuck in the same old story. All right. Yeah, that's what I had for you, Sag. Happy February. Enjoy this and stay strong, stay courageous. I know you guys got it. You're a fire sign, I'm an Aries. We're like perfect match. You can do it. If anyone can do it, it's you and the rest of the fire signs. Team fire. All right guys, bye.